Uh, Today we are going to talk about radical equations. The radical equations, equation means whether you got to find the value of x or the variable. Suppose that you have two x plus 1 is equal to 2. See what you're going to do to find the x, you have to get rid of the radical. What you do, if you square it, if you square this one, and also you gotta square this one, okay? And now you can get rid of this. This is actually what is gonna be, is 2x plus 1 to the power of 2, when you raise it to the power of 2, and this has the power of 2. So this cancels out, and it's gonna be 2x plus 1, and it's going to be 4. So what you do to find x, 2x, 1 is going to go here, is going to change its sign, it's going to be 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. So 2x is equal to 3. X is going to be 3 over 2. Okay. Now, you wanna verify that the answer you find is correct, and this one here, you put x 1.5. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. So 2 times 3 over 2, which is 1.5 plus 1 is equal to, see, this is going to be 2 times this is going to cancel out. 3 plus 1 is equal to square root of 4, and a square root of 4 is going to be 2. See, actually what is happening here is a square root of 4 is going to be 2 to the power of 2. So this cancels out, it's going to be 2. Okay. So this way you solve this radical equation. Let's solve another one. It's like 3x minus 1 is equal to, let's write it this way. This one minus 2 is equal 8. So how do we solve? We have to bring this one this side here, so we have two items, one item in left and the other item. The 2 is going to go this side, it's going to be change its sign, it's going to be 8 plus 2 is going to be 10. So this square root of 3x minus 1 is equal to 10. Okay, and then you square both of them. The square root, if you square them, you actually, eliminate radical. So 3x minus 11 to the power of 2 is going to 10 to the power of 2, because when you do some operation at this side, you have to do the same thing. If you multiply this one by minus 2, it's going to multiply this one by minus 2, or you add this part, you got to add to the other part too, or you subtract some number from this, you subtract number from that. So it's going to be, it's going to cancel out. 33x minus 11 is equal 100, and then 3x is equal 111 is going to 111. So x is going to be 111 divided by 3. You know, which is see, this is divisible by 3, because 1, 2, 3, if you add this is 2, 3. If you divide this one by 3, it's gonna be, we divide both sides by 3, and this is gonna be 1, and that is gonna be 37. 37 is gonna be 37. The reason it's divisible by 3, because if you add this digit, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, it's going to be 3, and 3 is divisible by 3. So, this is, let's try another one. If we have 5x minus 2 is equal to 1 over, let's say, suppose that this is 1 over 2, okay? Or 1 over 3, doesn't matter. We have to square both of them. So it's going to be 5x minus 2 squared. It's going to be, this one is going to be a square, and this is going to be 5x minus 2 is equal, what is going to be this one? This is going to be 1 to the power of 2, 3 to the power of 2. That we raised both numerator to the power of 2 and denominator to the power of 2. So 1 to the power of 2 is going to be what? 1 over 9. So this is 1 over 9. 5x is equal to 2 plus 1 over 9. You know, we try to make the both the same denominator, you know, common denominator. We have to multiply this one by 9. The 2 times 9, we can multiply one fraction by any number, but we have to multiply the denominator by the same number. So this is 1 actually, you know, we don't write it, but we can give 1 here. 2 over 1 is 1. 2 divided by 1 is 1. 1. And then we say 9. 1 times 9 plus 1 over 9 is equal to 18, 9 plus 1, 9. You can simplify here, you say, you know, it's 19, 9. So 5x is equal to 19, 9. And then now x is going to be equal to 19 over 9 divided by 5. We can do this, you know, we can write this one, 19. 19 over 9 multiplied by, we invert this one. Say it's going to be 1 over 5. It's going to be 1945. So this is going to be 1945. 19 divided by 45. So there are, let's, how about if this one was, how about if this one is minus 1 over 3. So the same thing, we raise both sides by, we raise it to power of 2. We say this one is going to be a little different from up there. And minus over 3, 1 divided by 3 is going to be a square. Now let's see, this is going to be 3. This is going to be 3. You know, we just change it to see if it's 3. And this is 3, and if we got to raise it to the power of 3. And this one to the power of 3. Whatever we do on this side, we have to do the other side. We raise it to a power of 3, we have to raise it the other side to the power of 3. So this going to cancels out with this. It's going to be 5x plus 2. And what about this? What is minus 1 over 3 to the power of 3 is equal to, we can do many ways. We say minus 1 to the power of 3, 3 to the power of 3. Okay, it's going to be minus 1, and it's going to be 9, it's going to be, no, it's going to be 27. See, minus 1 over 27. So this is going to be minus 1 over 27. Because, you know, if you multiply minus 1 3 times, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, which is minus 1 to the power of 3, see, this one times this one is going to be plus 1. Minus times the minus number is going to be plus, and then this one is going to be times minus 1 is going to be minus 1. Okay, so what we do, that's why we, this one minus 1 to the power of 3 is going to be minus 1. And then 5x is equal to 2 minus, 2 is going to go this side, is going to be negative side. So minus 1 over 27 minus 2. So we have to make this one this way. That minus 1 over 27 minus what? We multiply both sides, both top and bottom to 27. So it's going to be minus 54, 27. So it's going to be, we put the minus here. See, 2 is going to be 54, minus 2 is going to be minus 54 over 27. Okay, because we multiply those two and those top and bottom. If we divide this one, 54 divided by 27 is going to be minus 2. So we can write it this way, multiply both numerator and denominator by 27, so it's going to be minus 55, 27. We cannot, this is divisible by 5, and this is not divisible by 5. This one is divisible by 3, because 2 plus 7, and 5 plus 5 is not going to be 10. 10 is not divisible, so that's the, so it's going to be 5x is equal to minus 55 divided by 27. and x is going to be equal 55 divided by 27 minus divided by 5. It's going to be minus 55 57 100 135 135. I think it's gonna be 135. Yeah, 135, and so both of them are divisible by. Both of them are divisible by 5, so if you divide this one, it's going to be minus divided by 5, and this one divided by 5. 27. It's going to be minus 11 divided by. So x is going to be minus 11 divided by 27. You know, the reason we do it, this one becomes this one because as we talked earlier, minus 55 divided by 27, we can write it the division, this one, we invert this one, it's going to be 1 over 5. So it's going to be, when we write it in a multiplication form, this is going to be inverted. It's going to be minus 55 and 135. Okay. So it's a radical equation. This way you can find the value of x. You know, you should solve this with equations. You've got to find the variable that's in there. This is it. We choose the variable x, which could be y, z, whatever. So let's find another one. Let's solve another one. If this one is equal to 2x plus 1, for example, and this one, it should be a power of 3, because then in solving this we're going to have problem. You know, I mean, it say solve this one. So what we do, we take the cubic root of both sides, 5x minus 2, we raise it to the power of 3. That's the cubic root. We raise it to the power of 3. And this one, to raise it to the power of 3 too. Whatever it is, you know, whatever it is, if it's 4, then we raise it to the power of 4, whatever it is. If it's 4, we raise it to the power of 4, so it can get out of, see, this one is going to get out of this 2x plus 1, is going to get out of this radical. It's going to come out. 5x minus 2 is equal to 2x plus 1. And this one is going to be 3x, and this 2 is going to become here minus 2x, and plus 5x going to be 3x, and this one is going to this side is going to be 2 plus 1, x is equal 3 over 3, which is 1, x is 1. And if you put x in that, see, if you put x1, x is here, is going to be 5, minus 2 is going to be 3, and this one is going to be the same. X2 times 1 is going to be 2, 2 plus 1 is going to be 3. See, both sides are equal. So, let's see if you have a plus 2 here is equal to the square root of, I don't know, 5, and then 9x plus 4, for example. Now, what you're going to do with this, see, we have to raise both sides to the power of 2, so it gets rid of this. But we have to raise both of these to the power of, to the power of, this is going to go in there, and then we raise it to the power of 5 and eliminate the radical. 5x minus 2 plus 2, these, both of them is going to be raised to the power of 5. Okay, and here we raise it 9x plus 4 to the power of 5. So what this is going to be eliminated, it's going to be 9x plus 4. But this one is different. See, remember that we had a minus b to the power of 2. That's it. Let's make it a square root of 2. A square root of 2. These are a square root of 2. A square root of 2. A square root of 2. So this is now we had this one as a special product. What is going to be a plus 1 times a plus 1, and then we could also solve this one. This raised to the power of 2, the first one, the second item raised to the power of 2, and then it's the plus sign here, plus 2 times this one times this one, 2. 2 times a times b. So it's going to be a2 plus b2 plus 2ab. 2ab. We have to do the same thing for this. And so let's do it. This one to the power of 2 is going to be the first one. A to the power of 2. This is A and this is B. A plus B to the power of 2. The first one, I squared, see right here, I squared is equal to 5x minus 2 to the power of 2 is it going to be 5x minus 2. So the first one is going to be 5x minus 2. This is a2. Okay, and then plus b2, this is b to the power of 2 is going to be 4, and is equal to plus, and then plus 2 times the first item. We find the first item is this one, and 2 times this one times this one is mean 2 times 5x minus 2. But here we got radical 2. So this is going to be 5x and this is going to be minus 2 plus 4 plus 2, it's plus 4 radical 5x minus 2. And then you know, this is, I mean, it takes a long time to solve it, but I just want to get you the idea that if you raise two items here, it's item is squared, and the second time is squared, and 2 times the first one times the second one, 2 times the first one, this first one here, 2 times, and the second one is b2. So it's going to be something like that. And okay, but for simplicity, what we're going to do, we say this one is okay, whatever, that's the, it's going to be the rest of it, we write the rest of it 9x plus 4, because this was the result of this, you know, this was the result of this. Now we have this. Now we can simplify a little bit more. 9x is going to go there, minus 5x, it changes sign, and then is equal to, this one is going to come over here, minus 4 plus 2 is going to be minus 2, and we have plus 4, 5x minus 2. So we say 4x is equal to minus 2 plus, that's all for this one. And then you divide this both sides. When you divide this one, x is equal to be minus 2 divided by 4 and plus 4, 5x minus 2. This is under the radical, 5x minus 2. So the x is going to be minus 1 over 2 plus 5x minus 2. So this is the way to solve this. You know, later on we're gonna give you more example, but you know, we just want to know you end up with something like this in calculation, and you want to find the value of x. So we actually, you know, maybe we should have make it a little simpler. And then you have, you know, here, and then, you know, you got to